In the last episode, we came into Tobermory from beautiful Loch Leven. This time, well, we make a decision.
We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So this is Toore Harbor. We arrived yesterday afternoon and we had a lovely run back down Loch Leven. We had the sail out once we got past sailing. Just the genoa, still motored a little bit just to help it. But then as we got to the end of Loch Leven, we had the genoa out again. We'd put it away slightly for a little bit when the wind died. But then as we exited Loch Leven, we had the genoa out and engine off, and we sailed fantastic. Unfortunately, the reefing line crossed again, so we've had to drop the sail, and now we need to put it back up. We tried yesterday to put it up, but the wind was too strong coming straight down our back. I don't believe it. I was just filming that shot and a guy on the yacht next to us came out of the yacht, stood alongside it and had a pee in the harbour. Don't know what nationality they are. I think it's a German yacht, I'm not sure. But there was a tinkling of water. Tobermory on the Isle of Mull is one of those iconic little villages, little towns, I suppose you would call it here. Beautiful water frontage, colourful buildings surrounding the harbour. We're just on a walk from Tobermory out to the lighthouse on the point. It's a bit of an overcast day in Tobermory. We've made a decision. We're going to start our trek back. The weather's changing again. We've had 2 days of nice sunshine. It's been nice while we've been in Tobermory actually. It promised sunshine today, but it hasn't. It's overcast. And then we're in for about 8 days of rain, some of it heavy. So what we're going to do is leave here today. We had considered going over to Loch Leven, or I've probably killed the pronunciation of that, and anchor overnight. It's only 6 miles away from here, but today it looks very busy in there. And if it's overcast, we're going to struggle for power, so change that, and we're going to head down to Loch Leven again, aiming to head up to Corpac this Saturday, and then we can start making our plans to work our way back through the canal, and then slowly make our way home. Reason is, one, the weather. We can't trust the weather, and Janet is running lower on a supply of tablets, and she can't stop these tablets. She's on a course for 5 to 10 years. So yeah, we have to start looking at that and thinking about our heading back home, and it took so long to get up here that we daren't leave it too late. We'd only be cutting short by a week, I think, at the end of the day. What I would say is, at the moment, there's not a lot of breeze in here, but it is going to freshen a little bit, and the direction of it means that we should be able to sail all the way down to Loch Leven. It might be slow, but we should be able to actually sail. Fantastic.
So we're just coming past a fish farm on the Sound of Mull, and there's some work going on outside the fish farm because one of their boats sank, so they're in the middle of a recovery operation. Well, it's just gone 8 o'clock. We're in Loch Leven. We're heading up to Corpac today, starting our return journey. Yeah, the weather. It's beautiful in Loch Leven, apart from the weather. Miserly, drizzly, rainy. Not a lot of wind today. The last couple of days we had quite a bit of wind. In fact, it was quite choppy in here. It's been very busy, lots of yachts around. So this little dock, little harbour is full. I don't think there's any empty spaces. Reason is, well, one of the reasons, Sail and Jetty decided to close due to high winds. They were worried about safety, so they closed their pontoons. Yeah, people have had to find spaces. Tobermory was full, Oban is full, Dunstafnage is full, Corpac is full, but we've pre-booked up there, so we've got a berth on a hammerhead for a couple of nights before we make our way back into the Caledonian Canal. The weather, we're set on the west coast for about 10 days of wet. I'm hoping as we progress further east that changes, but you know, they've had it just as bad over on the east side as well. We're just motoring past the castle on Ardtonish Bay, a little lighthouse down on the point. There is actually an anchorage behind there. It's got the clouds spilling off the Morven Hills. Shrouded in all of that low cloud is the Isle of Mull.
It was a long, quite miserable run up from Loch Leven yesterday. You can't hear the west coast weather's been particularly bad, I think, this year so far. We had rain, no wind, or very little wind. I managed to get the Genoa out, but it was only to assist. More towards the latter end, coming through Corran Narrows, just before we started to pick some wind up, so we pulled the Genoa out about halfway. No point in bringing it any further because it is a Genoa, it's a 120, it's a big heavy sail, and there wasn't enough wind to hold it out, and I couldn't be bothered going out and putting the spinnaker pole out to hold it. Might have got a little bit extra if I had a done, but it just didn't seem worth it. We got a nice run through Corran Narrows, timed the tide change there bang on. We got up to 8 knots coming through. Did speed up a little bit on the motor just to give us a bit extra push, but yeah, and that was to make sure we beat the ferry. Yeah, we sort of motor sailed then the rest of the way up Loch Leven towards Fort William before the wind died again. Then typically just as we're coming into the marina, the wind picked up. Now, something I would say about Corpac Marina, they're very responsive. In the video we put out on Corpac to Oban video, where Janet met a cat, I said about Corpac, lovely little marina. It's brand new, or a year old, and they're still developing. But one of the disappointments was they didn't have any laundry facilities, and I did email them about that after we'd left, and just said what a fantastic marina, nice stay, nice staff. Shame about the laundry. We've came in yesterday, and in the facilities block there is a brand new washing machine and a brand new dryer, not installed yet, but they've got space for it. They're about a week or so away from getting those installed and working.
Well, this isn't boding very well. We're waiting to go into the canal. We were booked in for 8 o'clock. It's now 8:32. I've called them up and we've got the wait. He's got yachts to take up out of the basin, and he's got yachts to bring down from above. And then I assume we're going up them, so that could be a couple of hours. So once again, on the west side of the canal, things just seem to fall apart. And we haven't even started yet. But on the good side,
Yeah.
it might be a bit better day. So yeah, that was fun coming into the sea lock. We've had a long way. We're 2.5 hours behind already. But then Aguila in front, they're running a 17-metre catch with a 20 horsepower outboard motor. And the tide's on the ebb, and the tide just got them, and they were all over the place. We've got a large American boat alongside us with just 2 up, and then a Norwegian in front who cut us up again. Janet's not happy, she's furious. They cut us up, tried to cut us up coming out of berth, and then made sure they jumped in front of us. To be honest, I'm not bothered. I prefer being at the back of the lock, especially when you're going up, because at the front you get all the wash. So it's now been 3 hours since we were ready to leave our berth, and we've gone all of half a mile. This is the Caledonian Canal for you.